man. I do what I do.
Yeah. She's not for you. She's not for the people.
No,
she's putting on a show, and she's lining her pockets. If she actually really cared about the people, she would be going for more money. Instead of saying that the United States government isn't in the business of handing out money, even though they're giving it to men who sleep with other men in South Africa, even though they're giving it to Ukraine by the billions, even though 100 billion of that money is missing, even though they're giving it to all of these migrants who have come in and have not paid into this system at all.
All right, so what I want y'all to understand, here's the thing. Black women have come out the box on the Democrat Party. And this is something that they cannot really account for, okay? Like the number of black women who have come out and said, you know what, I may not support the Republican Party as a whole, but I certainly don't support some of these policies. Shout out to Quick 504. And so because of that, it makes it's hard for the Democrats to corral black people back into the plantation. It was easier when you had 12% of black men voting for Donald Trump. Oh, y'all just a bunch of house N-words and you know, nocturnal animals that omnivorous nocturnal animals with the black patches on their eyes. They couldn't, it's hard that they can't do that because you can't do that to black women in the black community. Black women, for the most part, you can't call them sexist because they're women. You can't call them racist because they're black women, and they typically deal with two forms of prejudice, both sexism and racism. If you piss them off, you're going to lose them forever. They'll never forget. They'll never let a vendetta die. You will never, ever, ever be forgiven ever again. I'm just saying that. So they have to use this. They have to practice with kid gloves. And so they throw these black Democrat women out there as though they're made of Teflon. But what ends up happening is now you like, oh, no, this F word didn't, no, this B didn't. And that's what you saw the other sister said. Now this sister's more rational. So this is what's going on. You really have something dramatic going on in the black community. Again, most men vote Republican. And so the fact that 21% of black men have come to their senses and is doing what the rest of the men are doing in America makes a lot of sense. But it's hard for them to corral us back and shame us and make us afraid when you got black women say, hell, I'm with them too. You know, so let's keep listening to the sister.
Even though they're giving the money to, obviously, these lawmakers who are compounding their money exponentially by the year. Jasmine Crockett is saying that America is not in the business of giving money to its citizens. What? But she could be fighting for us to be getting more money. The argument could have been, instead of 20% of the savings going back to the American people, why is it not 50% of the savings going back to the American people? Why is it not 70% of the savings going back to the American people? No, that was not her argument. She said, what can $5,000 do? And she said they're not in the business of giving us money. $5,000 could do a whole lot for a whole lot of people, actually. $5,000 could do a lot for me. I know that. That's helping somebody get out of credit card debt. That's 6 months of somebody's car payment. That's childcare. That's groceries. That's repairs around the house. That's healthcare and medical bills. $5,000 can actually be pretty life-changing for the average American. But Jasmine Crockett is not the average American, nor does she care about the average American. I don't know when y'all gonna pick that up.
Yeah, and so you see, you got a lot of black women coming out the box, and a lot of these politicians don't know what to do. They don't want to. They can't go in there and say, "Oh, y'all just you black." Black men have been the whipping boy of America for so many centuries. They can damn near say anything. We could be right on point, and they will have you believing that you're the one that's wrong. Okay, and typically brothers have pretty much done things on their own, but see now. We got a different, it's a different day, to say the least. And when I say it's a different day, here.
It's kind of crazy that y'all are really out there protesting to keep.
Oh, man, this system, man. But anyway, I got some more for you guys. So bottom line is you got a lot of black women out there who voted Republican. And that does not necessarily mean that they identify with everything the Republican Party says. I'm not a Republican. I am a lifetime Democrat. It's just that I could not continue to vote with the Republicans. They have not, I mean, the Democrats, they just have gone so far into weird world. Y'all can use that weird world that I'm like, I can't even identify with that anymore. Some of the stuff that these folks are doing, it's just at this point, it's like, man, I don't support that. You know, on top of that, I could not vote for Joe Biden based on his history of racism. And anybody with any good sense who has looked into this man's history and recognized what he's done and what he's done to Black people specifically, you should understand why no self-respecting Black man could do that. I just couldn't do it, you know. And you could say whatever you want to say, but the man is a flaming racist. Okay, all the way up until right now, he's unremitting. He's a flaming, bodacious, if you will, racist politician. And I'm talking about Segregation Joe. You understand what I'm saying? And I just couldn't do it. And so you just have to forgive me. Shout out to Quantum Solace. Let's go ahead and look at some more of this footage. This is one that I thought was interesting also as I was pulling the footage down from the internets. Y'all, let me see here. I thought this was pretty cool. Check this out, right?
You know, Black women are probably the least respected in America. Their voices aren't heard. Their issues aren't paid attention to. Many white women look beyond their own personal interests and they leave Black women out of the conversation. And I think America needs to change about that.
What are we not trusting them to do right now?
How to care for our country, how to care for each other, how to stand up and fight for things that aren't right.
Millions of Black women voted for Trump. Should we trust them?
And they leave Black women out.
You can see her brain thinking right there. Look, watch here.
Millions of Black women voted for Trump. Should we trust them?
Look, you can see her brain thinking right there. She like, oh, new information, process. She about to crash.
I'll take your hand.
Oh man, I don't want to mess up my stuff. But let me see. Do you see that? She couldn't even register that. What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You would tune in to Uncle D. This Black man talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. Blizzard King here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.